Okay, so let's start wind energy. Okay, so basically, as you have seen, from solar energy we get electricity, or we convert solar energy to electrical energy. Same thing we do with wind, right? As these are renewable resources, so we can convert them as much as we want. So we are converting wind into electricity here. So basically, the most important one is horizontal axis wind turbine. You have seen this everywhere. I mean, maybe not with your own eye, but in movie, in games, in series, serials, everywhere you have seen this one. All right. This is basically the in mountains, the wind mills rotate, right? This blade rotates. These are the things. This one, yeah. So how it works, right? That's what we're interested in. How it works. Now these are the three blades, okay, of that wind turbine. What happens is when air strikes, they move, and there is a generator. This by this rotation, this generator produces electricity. This electricity is given down to the step up transformer, and from there we do whatever we want. But there is also a gearbox. And why we are using a gearbox? We don't need it. If this was just efficient, I mean, this was so, but there is also a gearbox, right? Why is it here? I mean, we don't need it. If this thing was enough. So why we need a gearbox? I mean, we don't need it. If these blades were enough to generate the moving blades were enough to generate electricity, right, from a generator. But we need it. Why? You see, when wind comes or wind strikes, this blade moves, but it is not of that speed, or it doesn't have enough speed to produce electricity or to work with the generator. So it doesn't have enough speed with that wind. So what happens is, there the concept of gearbox comes in. Okay, this gearbox maximizes the speed of these blades and gives it to the generator, so that the generator can work and produce electricity. So the work of gearbox is it maximizes the speed of the blades and gives and connects with the generator, so that the generator can produce electricity. Yeah, so that goes of the gearbox. Now there is also a mechanism known as your yaw motors, or it is known as yaw mechanism. So it is basically structured below this whole apartment, right? Like here it is structured, these yaw motors. So what happens is, it is not necessary that wind will come from the same direction, right? Wind will change its direction. Suppose this is your wind, I mean, sorry, these are the blades. There are the three blades. You're getting the point, right? The blades, and this is the wind. Okay, blades will only work properly, or blades or the gearbox will extract maximum speed or maximum amount of energy from the blades only when the wind will strike parallelly, like this. But suppose wind is striking like this, then what happens? Then this yaw motor works. There is something known as your velocity direction measurement tool that measures the velocity, direction, and speed of the wind. When it sees that velocity is coming from a different, wind is coming from a different direction, what it does, it tells the young mechanism, and the yaw motors turns the whole thing, this whole structure, into the direction of the wind. Okay, into the parallel direction of the wind. So suppose wind are coming from this direction, then this thing will be, this was like this, these blades, they will turn to the parallel of the wind. So suppose wind is coming from this direction, and then the blades will turn to this direction, like this is done by the yaw motors. It is turning the whole thing. Okay, yaw motors first there, and then it is turning the whole apartment, so that the blades come in a face-to-face contact with the wind, and so that the gearbox can extract the maximum amount of energy required for the generator to build or to generate electricity. Okay, so this is basically your working principle of horizontal axis wind turbine. Okay, there is also one more known as your vertical axis wind turbine. I'm not giving the full form, you already know the full form. Okay, so this your vertical axis wind turbine. They are the same except yeah, so vertical axis wind turbine, right? What happens here is the concept is same, okay, except this was working on horizontal and now this will work on vertical, right? It was like this is like, you'll get it. Okay, this is suppose your vertical shaft, right? There is a vertical shaft, name it. Okay, now the blades are of two types here. One is the first one, and there is one behind. Okay, this is your behind one. Okay, this is known as your D-shaped blades because the shape is D. Alright, this D-shaped blade. This is your vertical shaft. The vertical shaft, the same thing. One gearbox, one generator, one gearbox, one generator, and one battery, gear, generator. Okay, gear, generator, battery. Same one, gearbox, generator, and the gear, generator, battery. What happens is when wind strikes, okay, these D1, these D's are like this, they rotate. Okay, these D's are like 1, 2. Okay, these are the D's and they rotate. Okay, they rotate like this, so the D rotates in this direction. Okay, and so the vertical shaft also rotates, and the vertical shaft rotates. There is a gearbox which does the same exact thing what it did here. It gains it gives the vertical shaft the maximum speed so that it can produce the maximum amount of wind energy that is needed for the conversion of the wind energy to the electrical energy. So gearbox does that. It maximizes the speed. Then there is a generator. It generates electricity and then stores in the battery. There is one more, like concept is same except it is H type. This type. One more and two more. Yeah, no, sorry, this was just this, so sorry. This one, and there is one at the end corner, this one. Okay, so they rotate because it's H type kind. Okay, you're getting it right, H. So same thing, wind comes, they rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise depending on the wind. This is your vertical shaft. The rest are the same, G, B. Your gearbox, generator, battery. Yeah, so basically working is same. Okay, there is a vertical shaft. These are rotating in this direction or the opposite direction depending on the wind. This is your gearbox, this is your generator, this is your battery. So it is rotating. Okay, gearbox is helping it to reach the maximum speed, and then there is a generator which is producing electricity, and from there it is stored in the battery. So these are your horizontal axis turbine and this is your vertical axis turbine. Okay, this is the most important question asked in the questions. What is the horizontal axis turbine? Explain. Okay, this will come for 5 marks for guaranteed. Yeah, so these are yeah, that's it. If you guys do like this video, or if you guys didn't understand something, then hit the like button and subscribe with notifications on. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.